special guest, Sean. How you pronounce your last name? I don't want to slaughter it.
No, it's Dennehy.
Okay. Tell everybody a little bit about you and where they could have seen you and who you are.
Okay. Well, my name's Sean Dennehy, obviously. I'm an actor. I've been in the acting game for about 30 years now. I'm originally English, but I now live in Australia. But I spent a lot of time in the US, particularly LA. So I've gone through a very weird journey. I'm an actor and a voice actor as well, but I'm also a director and producer, teacher. Now I teach acting as well, because I'm in the studio at the moment. If you can see, this is where I teach acting here. But I spent a lot of time in LA directing opera, which was a weird thing. I don't know how I got to do that, but so I direct theatre. I'm going into directing film soon, but I've just finished a feature film this year, which is due out. Well, it was supposed to be due out this year, but who can tell with COVID hanging around. Called Jiva, which I play a scientist in search of past lives. So it's sort of a sci-fi thriller.
Okay. So what had made you know that you want to become an actor? Like what made you think like, hey, I want to do that?
I don't think I had a choice about it, to be honest with you. When I was 16, I wanted to be an actor, and my mum said, no, go to university and then you can get a real job. I went to high school, went to university, did a marketing degree, ended up in advertising in an advertising agency. And then one day I just went, hang on a minute, I wanted to be an actor. And so I quit that day and went to drama school.
Oh,
and
man.
yeah, so I sort of didn't have a choice about it. I had to act. That was the whole thing.
If you could act with anybody, who would you like to act with?
Oh, right at the moment, there's a British actor called Andrew Scott, he's not like really well known, but he's quite well known in England. I'd love to act with him. But I also went to school in England with two brothers, Robert and Philip Glenister, who are now really famous actors in England. And so I'd love to act with them. It would be fantastic. And of course, I'd really like to act with, Australian legends, which would be great. A legend, Will Smith. I'd love to act with Will Smith. I think he's cool. Yeah.
How has the COVID-19 affected you? Has it affected your acting stuff at all? Has it enhanced your career, or has it like held it back some?
Well, it's same world over. Like all theatres are closed. I had a play that I was going to be doing, which got cancelled. I had a couple of parts on TV series which have been cancelled, postponed anyway. But I'm lucky that I'm working for a conservatory teaching, so I've been able to teach from home. But teaching acting by Zoom is not the easiest thing in the world to do. But yeah, the whole is stopped. But Neighbours, I don't know if do you know what Neighbours is?
No.
It's a soap opera here in Australia.
Oh,
and they're actually back in production. So they're pretty. I mean, I think we escaped the worst of it over here. Like Queensland, where I am, they've only got 500 cases. In a population of like 3 million, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Unlike New York, yeah.
So is the cases real bad in Australia, or how have y'all quarantined yourself down there?
Yeah, no, we're just coming out of quarantine now because it's everything's so low. I'm just glad I'm not in New York, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I got a couple of good friends over there. One of them worked on Broadway, and of course they've had nothing to do for the last couple of months. But hopefully everything's going to start creeping back now, as long as it's safe. Huh?
Yeah. I know I'm originally from North Carolina, but I reside in South Carolina. North Carolina got close to 20,000 cases alone. I said, whoa, they going up there with New York and everybody else. Just in my state alone, over the past weekend, they got over 3,000 new cases. So it's been, it's been an uphill battle, but hopefully they saying the worst part hasn't even come yet. So hopefully, they get everything under control before it won't be anything left.
Yeah. The thing that I like most about New York at the moment, I mean, there's not much to like with all the disease around, but the thing between the two Cuomo brothers, the governor in New York, Andrew Cuomo, and his, I watched it every morning. They're so funny. It's like two brothers taking the mickey out of each other all the time. It's great. But so that's been a silver lining. I think there's a lot of silver linings to this disease, especially in the entertainment industry. We're learning to do things a different way.
Yeah. I told a lot of people what I learned by being in the music industry and having a celebrity chef with my PR company is I tell everybody when I first started this journey, it was just, you have physical CDs and you get your song on one radio station versus now your social media have to be good, your streams have to be good, everything is done on social media. So I tell everybody, in that sense, that it's best everybody should have used that time to get themselves, established. So then that way when everything get back to normal, they can, go from there. They should have used that time, to write more music. They should have used that time to promote themselves more and reach out to more people because what I learned, it actually had over a 95% success rate. So say for instance, you yourself trying to reach out to somebody and you've been trying to reach out to them for 8 months, but they always been busy and they never had time. So now that COVID came, that makes them like, hey, sit in one place, look at that email, answer it, and get back to you. The odds was really, playing in your favor, and for them not to take advantage of it, they have consequences for that.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you should always view things like this, any sort of tragedy or anything like this as an opportunity, get yourself out there and get seen, because when it's all over, then you'll be the one with the higher profile than anybody else, so, it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it.
That's right. Well, I'm definitely glad that you were here with me online all the way from Australia.
Oh, you just cut out. I can't hear you anymore.
Day and delivery.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely glad you took time out your busy schedule to be a part of it. When this become available on B.R.E.A.D TV and YouTube, I'll make sure you get the link. I'll post your flyer and send it to a couple of my movie directors here in the U.S. And anything I can do or anything you got that you need promoted, just let me know and I'll definitely promote it for you here in the U.S. on my side.
That's fantastic. Thanks very much, Annette. When the movie comes out, I'll send you the posters and everything like that, so you can put them on.
That'd be great.
And next time I'm in New York, I'll buy you a coffee.